Amid the pageantry and excitement of opening day around baseball, few expected the Seattle Mariners, projected to finish the 2019 season with one of the worst records in baseball, to completely dismantle the defending World Series champions. But that's what the new-look Mariners did here Thursday afternoon, combining for 5 home runs, and christening the newly rebranded T-Mobile Park with a 12-4 win over the Boston Red Sox. The Mariners, who swept the Oakland A's in their 2-game opening series in Japan last week, extended their early lead in the American League West, and are 3-0 to begin a season for the first time since 2014. And yes, puzzling as it may be to some, the Mariners do have the best record in baseball. Despite featuring mostly new faces on the roster this season, 12 of the 25 players on the active roster were not with the organization when the 2018 season ended. Many of the Mariners players have said they don't believe this has to its step-back season, as it has so often been called. Thursday's win against one of MLB's best starting pitchers in Chris Sale, and an organization that opened as an early favorite to become the first to repeat as World Series champions since the 2000 New York Yankees, at least makes those statements seem viable early on. The 12 runs Seattle scored are the most given up on opening day by a defending World Series champion in MLB history. The Mariners jumped on Sale in the second and third innings, scoring 7 of their runs to build an early lead they never lost. Tim Beckham started the fireworks with a 430-foot solo shot to left before Domingo Santana drove in David Freitas and D. Gordon on a 2-out double down the line in right to give Seattle a 3-2 advantage. Edwin Encarnacion tacked on a solo home run to right to lead off the third inning for the Mariners, igniting a 4-run spree. Beckham added his second home run in as many at-bats, and third already of the season, with a 2-run blast to center. And then David Freitas sent a sacrifice fly to right, scoring Malik Smith, who went screaming around the bases for a triple in the previous at-bat to push the lead to 7-2. Ryan Healy belted his second homer of the season to left center in the 5th, and Domingo Santana launched his second of the season in the 7th for the Mariners' final run of the game. The 9 Mariners in the starting lineup scored at least once, and the only one who didn't, first baseman Jay Bruce, walked in the 6th to force in a run with the bases loaded. Santana scored on a fielding error 2 batters later. Early on, it appeared the Red Sox might be on their way to working toward an efficient opening win. Mariners starter Marco Gonzalez, a Gonzaga product, gave up a trio of singles in the first, with reigning American League MVP Mookie Betts eventually scoring the game's first run. Eduardo Nunez scratched across another run for Boston in the second on an Andrew Benintendi sac fly. But Gonzalez then tossed 3 scoreless frames, and eventually left after 5 1/3 innings with a comfortable lead. Boston scored twice more in the top of the 6th, on a Christian Vazquez double to left that scored Nunez, and a Benintendi single that scored Vazquez, but never cut the Mariners' lead to less than 5 runs. Gonzalez, 2-0, 4.76 ERA, allowed 4 runs on 9 hits, while striking out 4 and walking 1, on his way to earning his second win in as many starts. Sale, 0-1, 21.00, exited the game after 3 innings, allowing 7 runs on 6 hits, while striking out 4 and walking 2. He was also tagged with the Mariners' first 3 home runs. This is the 3rd consecutive season the Mariners have won their home opener. Their 6th win in home openers since 2013. On tap, the Mariners, 3-0, host the Red Sox, 0-1, in the second game of a 4-game series at 7:10 p.m. Friday at T-Mobile Park. Japanese rookie left-hander Yusei Kikuchi, 0-0, 1.93 ERA, who made his MLB debut last week in his home country, is set to meet Boston right-hander Nathan Eovaldi, 6-7, 3.81 in 2018, in his first start of the season.